The game is over for RBL, as a matter of fact. The only thing I'm doing with this very broadcast now is to give our people the last push out of that mental slavery commanded by the RBL. One, there has never been a fighter of the people who goes back to his own land to be fought by his people. I don't know any freedom fighting movement that you have ever seen or heard that their leader is being rejected and still decided and determined to stay on. This leader, Nnamdi Kanu, by every way, I don't know why you can't see that he is rejected. This is somebody who says the definition of freedom fighting is by armed struggle against a nation, against your oppressors. That doesn't include walking around Europe without arm and talking. That is diplomacy. He left his own pattern of the job, or what he believes in, to do what he doesn't believe in. That is diplomacy. He said that's not his way. Okay. People believe this man up to the extent they pushed him to the wall. His believers, his followers, push him to the wall. Why I say push him to the wall is when somebody is of false pretense and with shame is doing what he's not supposed to do. They pushed him to the wall to going back home. When he knows he don't have nobody, he don't have no army, he don't have no Satan, not even army. Don't talk about that. Talk about Satan. He don't have no Satan at home. The so-called director, okay, he's the director, not so-called, he's the director of a radio station. This very radio station director was pushed out of his own foolishness, because if I know, there was a call for a meeting in Spain where everything could have been dissolved, where he could have been a little bit wise enough to know that he can amend things. Because of his ego bragging, I think because of his mental problem. This is somebody who sees a vision of him making arrangements of weapons, a vision of him and negotiating with people, that he finds it difficult to differentiate between reality and his dreams. That is the kind of sickness this guy is going through. If you read the whole setup, you find out that nobody within his right mind will talk the way this guy talks, boast the way he boasts, when you don't have nothing on the ground. That means you must be dreaming. And before you can have such guts to come out and sound the way he sounds, that means he believes his dreams, thinking they are reality. I want him to wake up a little bit. Because of this dreaming, he was forced back home. When you push him, the evil in him reveals to him those dreams and make it looks real to him to believe that, remember, you have such contacts. That's what is happening, I tell you that. The evil, when you push him so hard, the evil starts to bring those dreams to him. In broad daylight, he can be sitting with you, but in him now is that reflection. This is sickness. Of that dream comes in his mind and boasts to him that, remember, you have an attachment with so-so country, you have made arrangement with so-so people, you have even paid in so much money for these people, and the weapons are on the way. And he thinks it's real, but it was a dream he's having, and he comes out. Remember, this is somebody who said. That is why I think the whole people who are following him now are completely stupid and saucy. And these are the last level of Biafrans we have. Because this is somebody who tells you that it is only him who has the last secret of how to achieve Biafra. That means, if I just put it like that, all these people who are shouting in the diaspora here, pushing him, doesn't know that plan. Because he said, even Uchemefo knows only two. The last one is left with him. And that last one, I tell you, is that his imaginary thinking. That means anybody you hear shouting and supporting him in any way, with you believe that person must know something, they know nothing, because he said it, they don't know. Uche Mefosev don't know, according to him. The last resort, the third plan you can know, the second you can know, but the last one is his. So that means we have failed, or we see that there's been a lot of failure now that he's hanging on that one plan that he alone knows. All these people shouting, director, go on, director, we are behind you, director, you are Jesus Christ. Somebody called him the Jesus Christ of the day to tell you how lost these people are. And you know why they got lost? Because this guy himself, Nnamdi, is possessed of the evil spirit. And this power of evil spirit speaking get people hooked up. The power of the evil spirit is so powerful that if you don't take time, it hooks you immediately. You are of low faith. And I tell you this, the people who are now left with this guy, no matter what their qualification is, no matter how much rich they are, these are the last faith, the people of the lowest faith among the Biafrans. Because it's sure that these people doesn't know that last plan. And they still believe that this man, like one person said, he is Jesus Christ of the day. That tells you these people who support this guy are not even thinking about his security, because they believe he can do undo. While this man also, out of his dream fantasy, evil dream fantasy, believes he can do undo. But you know where it ends? Just like what happened in Enugu the other day. They caught him, they slapped him. He had to run away, knowing that he's just nobody. The next minute he leaves that place, if he manages to escape anything, the fantasy builds up. You see him come up again, the same mouth keep running. You see that evil power coming out from him and charming also those people who believe in him. There was a phone call made by the director of Radio Biafra, Radio Nnamdi anyway. Because this using of Biafra in every shit is becoming sick. There was a phone call made by the director of Radio Nnamdi and somebody who said he had to sell him arms. Now, mind you, all these idiots and foolish vagabonds and senseless people, because I don't know if they call you idiots, senseless and everything, that is where he hooks those very little faith people. Because they need abuses to be grieved. And that is what he's using to catch them. Let me see if the tactics work. All those stupid, foolish people heard it, and they should know that there is no other plan this man have for any arms anywhere in the world. This man went and took picture with some hunters in the village. If you look at that, is that the arms? Are those the people? Is that the way? If I go to my village today and want to organize my friends to take a posture like that, I will release something that is going to baffle you. If I get only 20 friends I can raise now in my own village, I don't need to go far to do that. I bring out 20 people with wonderful guns, what I have. We bring it down on the stage and pose for a photograph. We will even get the camouflage to wear. That shows you, if this guy go and carry hunters and couldn't even produce them with camouflage, that means he's really in hiding, not even near to the people, or cannot even come outside openly to be able to buy camouflage to make a better trick. Because that was just a nonsense kind of trick. In that very picture made me start understanding that this man is mentally sick. That picture where he posed with some hunters in a backyard make me start to know, actually, Nnamdi is mentally deranged. People should just know that and disease themselves. And this mental sickness is evil mental sickness. It's not just about, it's evil My evil powers are controlling this guy. Chukwu Abiyama, like we all know, is the god of Arose. And this guy, I tell you, have an Arose in him, or carrying it from anywhere from his land, nobody knows. And the Aroses, maybe his promise is to promote them and make them the god of Biafra land. No time, Chukwu Abiyama means Arose, everybody knows it. Somebody also in his own station has said that their father used the name when you want to go law for, that is Chukwu Abiyama. That's the name you use. That's the god of Arose. And you know why Chukwu Abiyama is against this guy? Chukwu Abiyama of Arose did not follow him to the fullest now. Because this same guy who condemns the Bible, who said the Bible is not good, Imam Mesu came and condemned also that we should tear and throw away the Bible. Also sometimes goes inside the Bible and pick his quotations. Why do you pick these quotations from something you don't believe in? When it suits you right. Only a little few fools, because this is the language they like to understand, I'm sorry. Few fools. And all these fools are no longer in no other group. There's nobody I'm talking with or I'm talking to right now as fools, as only the people still inside the RBL. If you don't want to make yourself a fool, you better come out there, and you are not going to be mentioned and known as a fool anymore. For those of you who are in the Western world here, calling director, you are God, you are Chukwu Abiyama of this day. Yes, he's Chukwu Abiyama. We can give him the Chukwu Abiyama because that's what he wants to promote. Let him live and do his life with the Chukwu Abiyama. We don't believe in that kind of God. We believe in the God Almighty, the God who created heaven and earth, not the God that you carve out of a stick. Everything, if you take up this phone and put it somewhere, like we know in our tradition, like you know in faith, put on this phone here and don't touch it. Have a special way of worshiping this phone. Have a special kind of prayers you do to this phone. Believe me, it will start to work according to your faith for you. And that is what this Arusapirapi, this guy wants us to turn ourselves to Arusapirapi. We don't have to believe in him, daughter with Arani, according to him. But you forget. I want to put this again clear about Ndota bring us religion and Ndota don't bring us religion. If by any means these people came up with religion and they used it against us to conquer us, I want you to understand something about it. The religion we understood in Nigeria 1960, 1940, 1970s is different from the religion you see today in Nigeria. That time you could say the religion was good, but this time the religion is bad. So when you want to come into this context, I want you to take the context of the people, these white people who brought us religion. In the time they knew the religion, in the time this very message that we see as a very strong message, you know what is there? Maybe the time before they came to Africa, they believed it was real. Maybe before they came to Africa, they already polluted minds, used that same religion and Christianity to come and get us. If they did use a corny Christianity to come and get us, it is a way God reveals himself, because if the real first religion they got is right, that means it is God's will that we take it upon this way. That is a lunatic walking around in London there calling himself Uche. That one has no sense in his upstairs. I don't mean to insult people, but we have to bring this thing to an end because it's coming to an end. We want to close it, to completely close it and seal it, and make sure that all our people who've been stuck in that bullshit, they are rescued. That is what it's all about now. That is what this message is all about now. And that's the message I preach for you this morning. So brothers and sisters, also when you went to, that's all I have for you. And God bless.